Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Shadowrun Hong Kong, and we are doing Isabel's personal mission, where she got herself a little bit in trouble, and we are now trying to get her back down to the convention floor. And I don't know, let's see if there's anything else here. We heard about a haunted noodle extractor last video. That was interesting. Info about the conference room schedule tells you about a high-level exec in conference room 3 on the bathroom floor. Bathroom floor? I'm betting I didn't read that right. Oh, there's our goal. Anything in here worth looking at? There is. Pilfer supplies. The advanced medkit heals you or any team member. Consumed when used, can be used outside of combat. Take. Good. An advanced medkit is good. Open door. Isabel's outline goes fuzzy the moment she gets foot into the elevator. A loud rhythmic whooshing sound dominates the low window of your PDAs. It sounds a bit like the rotors of a helicopter. Heads up, Isabel. We're getting a lot of interference here. An elf in his mid-20s steps aside to let Isabel at the floor selector panel. He looks wired, jittery, stimmed to the gills, most likely. There's no telling how long it's been since he's got a week of sleep. Isabel punches the button for the ground floor. Walking the show, huh? That has to be hard. The elf smiles down on Isabel, his expression affable. I'd feel tempted to blow off work and go check out the kiosk, maybe take in a panel or two. Yeah, it's tough, all right. I just wish that I could just drop everything and explore. It's tough, all right. I wish that I could just... She falls aside and you can see her standing at the band's VIP badge. Isabel, what's wrong? Her eyes remain locked on the man's badge. Ding Ding, huh? That's an interesting street name. Been decking under it long. A couple years now. Longer than anyone else to use the handle. I don't know what you're doing, but be careful. She heard you, she doesn't acknowledge it. I know who you are. You're the one who shut down the Kowloon City power grid 6 months ago. Ooh. Okay, was that connected to something that we heard about before? I think it is. No, it's just similar, because the power grid shutdown we had heard of before was the Russian one. Clears his throat. Yeah, that was me. Just keep that between ourselves, though, alright? A little stunt screwed over a lot of local deckers. Her voice is soft, but you can detect a definite undertone of hostility. A couple of them soaked up nasty hits of dump shock because of it. We wrecked the grid while they were jacked into their home machines. My team was in a bind. They needed a power outage right there and then there they were cooked, so I gave them one. It was the best solution to a bad situation. Let's leave it at that. Icy silence descends on the elevator car. A few seconds later, Isabel pierces it. There was this Decker. She lived out in Haoi, called herself Spinster. She was a good person. Now she's in the ground. She never came back out of the coma that your stunt put her into. Okay. Slowly, Ding extends his hand towards the emergency brake. Isabel, do you want to go loud? Because that's where this road takes us. She balls her hands in a fist. You can read the tension in her body language. She's biting her tongue. At least that's what I heard. I'm just a caterer, not a decker myself. He stares down at Isabel. His smile has vanished from his face. Yeah, sure you're not. You've come to get me, haven't you? To take revenge for your friend? Did her people put out a contract on me? Is that it? I'm just catering to spend way too much time. I'm not a decker, honest. I'm just a caterer who spends way too much time looking at the Shadowrun BBS. I'm not a decker who spends way too much time. Oh, this isn't good. Well, that figures. Now it's time for Snark. Static pops and hisses for 10 seconds, 20. Finally, the picture wobbles back in, Ding in mid-sentence, practically frothing with rage. Did what I had to do. You were in my position. You'd have done the same if you'd have gotten them killed. He's shouting. The sound of it reverberates in the cramped confines of the elevator car. There was no third way out of that scenario. The anger is clear in her tone. I would not have... Isabel, stop. Listen to me. What? You're crazy, an insane person. When I get out of this elevator, I'm going into hotel security. I've been clinically diagnosed paranoid schizophrenic this morning. I forgot to take my meds. I don't have enough biotech. I should get more biotech. Having high biotech proved pretty useful in the last game for finding information. Let's see here. Hell with it. Tell him if he does, he's a dead man. Tell me with the Yellow Lotus. You don't want to turn me in. My boss will be very unhappy. I worked for Kindly Chang. The color drains from his face. He begins to stammer. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean. Static comms cut out again. This is getting old. As quickly as it went, the picture flickers back onto your PDA screen. Ding looks calmer now. The elevator is descending. Remember what we discussed. You keep your cool and this turns out well for both of us. We live and let live. Understood? Yes, I didn't want any trouble from you in the first place. I'm just glad that it was all a misunderstanding. Please don't take this the wrong way. But I'll be happy if this is the last I ever see of you. The feeling is mutual. The car finally slides to a halt and the elevator's doors slide open. The other decker doesn't get off. Enjoy the rest of the show. Now get a move on, Isabel. Oh, that was fun. Okay. That does not look happy. That looks very not happy. That looks very much like we're about to go loud. The hallway is blocked by a trio of struggling bodies. A blackout drunk troll hung slung between a pair of cursing security guards, one male, one female. As you watch, they struggle valiantly to drag her down the hallway. The troll... Oh, you look nice. The troll's voice comes out in a inebriated roar. Unhand me, you foosh! The older of the two guards, middle-aged man with a pompadour haircut, struggles with all his might to keep his prisoner's flailing arm constrained. I've been running into a lot of pompadours in games recently. I was fighting Greaser in a Sentinels of the Multiverse game last night. Don't let her go, Hoye. She has the strength of 10 men. Yes, sir. You recognize her as the guard who was standing by the employee entrance on the show floor. How she got roped into troll hauling duty is anyone's guess. Security captain locks eyes with Isabel. He barks out an order. Clear the hall! Well, this doesn't look good. Say nothing. Isabel's small voice chirps out, echoing your words. This doesn't look good. With exaggerated motion, the troll swings her head towards Isabel. You! Dwarf girl! Help me! These She hiccups mightily. The sound reverberates in her ears. These streckheads want me to leave because I'm a troll. What's happening here? None of your business. You're not even hotel staff. You shouldn't be back here at all. He hugs the troll's left arm to his chest with all of his strength, desperately trying to weigh her down. She lifts his feet a few inches off of the floor and then slams him back down. He lets out an audible whimper. Now, clear the way and report to your manager. Quit fighting me, damn it, before I talk to him for you. Oh. The former door guard stares at Isabel. Recognition dawns her. Hey, I remember you. You said you had to meet some caterers up on 6. What are you doing down here? Oh, dear. This is going to be bad because I don't have socialite. I was just checking to see if anybody down here wanted. I don't have to answer you. I'm not a hotel personnel. As a matter of fact, he pulls away as the troll jams a finger to his nose. Damn you, keep your fingers to yourself, and you, dwarf, you do answer to me. Security has final say on all who can't be on this floor. His voice rises into a scream. Now tell me what you're doing here, or you're going to regret it. Troll looks down on Isabel and raises a mush mouth plea. Ignore these pictures and help me. I'll take the runt on the left, you take the right. The troll backs against the guard's grasp, nearly breaking away from them. They double down on their attempts to hold her. I'm figuring out why we were only allowed to take one other person besides Isabel on this mission. Isabel stares at the PDA. She looks irritated. To hell with this. It's a waste of time, and we've got a schedule to keep. Her hand moves towards her weapon. What do you mean? What schedule? To hell with it. Light him up. We'll be there to join you directly. Without a word, Isabel goes for a gun. The security guards recoil in disbelief, and the drunken troll seizes the moment to break their grip. She lets out a yelp of exultation. A deafening crackle of static from the intercom system draws the attention of everyone on the show floor. A second later, you hear the security captain's voice in glorious stereo, the intercom sounding in one ear and your PDA's earpiece in the other. Shit, take her down! Take them both down! Neutral turn is probably the troll. Enemy turn. So much neutral turn. Okay. Break VIP door. This door appears to be made of hollow core pine, a rarity in modern day Hong Kong. I wouldn't take much effort to knock off of its hinges. Break it down. An alarm system has been linked into the doorway, but the building alarms are already blaring. Kicking the door down now won't make much of a difference. Okay. There's another security person. Okay. Poor Deckcon. Can I reach him? No, I can't. No line of sight either. Okay. Oh, there's a place to cover. Customized sliver gun, mini grenade launcher. Okay. And you're now bleeding. Ow. You're an adept. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh joy. Okay. Security rigor can. Ooh, rigor guard. Okay. Huh. Okay, cool. And you're now doing tons and tons of control mode. Firearm systems. Melee systems. Smack, kneecap. Huh. Oh, I do have yeah. There we go. Should have moved and then fired. Oh well. You guys are not very good at this job. Oh, I say that and then you hit me. Okay, so take out the rigger. Let's see. Yes. Overclock. Is there a downside? No, not really. Sight block. Go Koshe! Drones don't turn on you the way elementals do. Stop hitting her. Killing hands. There we go. Let's recover. Oh, you missed from that range. Seriously. You... Aim shot. Okay. What are our objectives now? Good to Rhombus' sweet. Locate and trap Rhombus. Keep Isabel alive. Okay. Where is Rhombus' suite? It's over there. Okay, let's take a look at our items real quick, because I think we might want to do some... Hit points are good. Hit points are good. Hit points are good. It looks like everybody's hit points are good, so guess not. Okay. Were you going to join us, Adept Troll Lady? Drunken Adept Troll Lady? Travel to Rhombus' suite. Can't talk to you. Hope you get out fine. This is his suite? Oh, that's locked. 202. Oh, these are... This is the hallway. This isn't all his suite. Is this going to be some kind of trap? Hello, Rhombus. As you burst through the door, you find yourself standing face to face with a small, heavily tattooed man. Geometric shapes of all descriptions trace their way from his temples down his cheeks and neck to his shoulders. His eyes continue the motive. Each of his irises is a slanted rectangle. Interesting. Oh, that is odd look. Rhombus looks at Isabel and sighs. If he's surprised to see her, he doesn't show it. You finally want him back, huh? The memories that we locked away. I always knew that you would one day, but you got so hostile after the procedure, I didn't think you'd come around this soon. Isabel glowers at him, her cheeks darkening. Oh, get bit, Rhombus. I got hostile with you. Oh, get bit, Rhombus. I got hostile with you because you got hostile with me. Like hell I did. I tried to give you some advice, as a friend. If memory serves, you called me a patronizing bastard and slagged my deck. Was I just supposed to take that without punching back? Hang on a second. Isabel cuts in, her normally small voice growing raucous. I called you a patronizing bastard because that's what you were being. You wouldn't have taken that tone if I were a guy or an orc or a troll. You down to me like I was your little sister or something. Well, guess what? I'm not. Whoa, hold up that. Hold up. I talked that way to you because... Also, punch back? That's a funny way of putting it. You tailored an ESP to troll all of my posts on Shadowland. What kind of prick would do a thing like that? She shouts over him, cutting him short. His face goes beet red, his chest puffs out. The kind whose cat you killed, you little monster. Captain Whiskers was just a house cat. He didn't have anything to do with this. That wasn't me. I would never hurt a cat. If I were going to have someone killed, it would have been you. Okay. Pipe down, both of you. We're going to hash this out together. You're the muscle, I take it. You and your friend and his really impressive drone. You and your friend and his really impressive drone. Yeah. Thank you. Koshie scuttles forward menacingly, its claws weaving in the air. Ractor smiles. His voice goes up an octave and he points his trailing finger at Isabel. She, brought you along to beat the information out of me, didn't she? Beat isn't the word I'd use. Koshie is better equipped for ripping and tearing. He gives Wampoan an encouraging nod. A good thought, though. You have a firm grasp of the situation. I do not know what accent I'm trying to do. I know I shouldn't be trying to do any accent if I can't do any. Uh, it helps me give some character to the different characters when I'm reading, though, so you can tell them a little bit apart at least. And at this point, it's kind of a running joke that I can't do things. That I can't do voices. Rhombus swallows hard. He opens his mouth to speak, but no words come out. His eyes are locked on the drone that's slowly scuttling toward him. Calm down. Yeah, that's right, I'm a muscle. You should shut your mouth until I tell you to speak, or you're going to have problems, okay? Calm down, I'm not going to beat you up unless you force me to. But I want you to. Isabel blinks up at you. Let me ask you something. How many people did you kill to get to me? I mean, what kind of death toll are we looking at here? I'm assuming that the gunshots in the hall were you doing? Of course not. That had nothing to do with us. Yeah, sure. Help! His eyes, they start screaming. Security! Somebody help! They can't hear you well. Know why? Because we killed them. Now give me my goddamn key. Rhombus doesn't respond other than to increase the pitch of his screaming. He looks like he's on the verge of hyperventilating. To hell with this. Let's hit him like a pinata until the software comes out. Sound like a plan? I don't think that any of this is even necessary. You're both behaving like children. What? What I've heard, your argument started over basically nothing. You've both blown this way out of proportion. I don't know what you're... Yes, you do. The whole thing started over me trying to do you a favor. I don't even remember what the advice I was trying to give you was about. I think maybe I was telling you what kind of RAM to pick up for a deck, something like that. Yeah, I think that was it. But you were a real dick about it. She stares up at him fuming. And the argument was nothing. It was what you did after the argument that was unforgivable. Taking the moral high ground isn't going to work for you here. You attacked me first and for no reason. Okay, from what I'm getting here, you both hate each other, but you were friends, right? Once, I guess. You guess? You let me perform amateur brain surgery on you. Hell, you begged me to. We were friends, Isabel. Good friends. And then you went and messed it all up. Both of you shut up. I get what's happening here. This is an argument about nothing that got spun out of control. You don't know any... She's right, Is. That's exactly what this is. Look, you want the encryption key for the memories that we walked away. It's yours. I don't envy you the pain you'll feel when you unlock them, but that's your decision to make. Wait a second. The software that we're here to find, an encryption key? She nods. Yes, I had Rhombus move the memories of my childhood into headwear storage. That way, I couldn't give you any... That's why I couldn't give you any details about the walled city. I didn't have access to them. Oh. Oh, I kind of figured that's what the case was. And it's helpful to us because we need information about the walled city. And I think I'm going to go to the next video about this, though.